The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
The tackle
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Coleman.
First down, 49ers.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 35.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
They'll run with Mostert. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and goal from the 1. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Steelers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle. He's got a man. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 73 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Coleman, the 49er.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
San Francisco.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
1st down, 49ers.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman.
Garoppolo's pass.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At their 48-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
To Raheem Mostert. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
By Bud Dupree. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. To return is Taylor. 13 yards on the return there. After a punt of 57. And the Niners will go on offense. The punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in the... They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And 6 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Focus. It's a safety creep. He's coming. Quarter.
Roethlisberger to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Today's final score, Niners 28. Steelers.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
Hey, good game, good game. All right, let's see if we can tune into some, we got Mike and Shane playing. Let's see what. Let's go. Let's see if we get this one in for y'all. All right, we're gonna get into this one here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
All right. This Shane versus Mikey.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Oh!
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's Larry Fitzgerald from Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Antonio Brown on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right.
How about?
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
The 40-yard line.
Mike 48. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Now Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. first down carry.
Nope.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL.
We got
EA Sports.
we got Mikey.
Welcome back, Charles and I
Shane
settled into the booth, ready for
Mikey
quarter
got the
number 3.
books. Shane got the
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Daniels on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Y'all just been
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Maybe
I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd and 2, Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Michael, he's trying to be great.
Key for Michael.
Murray to give. This is Drake. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
I don't want to play with the same team.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up second.
From the gun, Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels.
I don't know why.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
He's on 49.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Fitzgerald on the slant. They stop him for only 3 that time.
What the fuck?
4th down.
No deal. No deal.
Understanding position.
Man, they played you on that way. It looked like you were beyond the line of game.
Did you see that?
Never had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Oh, you on your way? Oh, so we got Keith and Michael. They gonna play.
It must be 4th and 1.
The field, they'll stay put on 4th and 1.
This might be a big play right here.
On the ground with a tight end.
Did he get it?
Pick up the first across midfield.
That's crazy.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But
bruh, that's crazy. I'm not joking, man. Move. Gotta move, bro. That's crazy. I'm talking about like all the way crazy, bro. Like
it's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, he was.
And when you catch it, even if you fall behind it, it's the funny right?
Yeah.
Operating from the gun.
Murray. Let's go.
Ooh. He stopped on the diamond.
And he's got this down to the 35.
That was nasty.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterback is keep all the receivers alive.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
What's that?
Dominican Sue makes the tackle. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that.
Oh, yeah, man, it's all good. I
We're
just trying to get some games in, man.
out of it.
Do what
and a
we
nice
do.
run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 26. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now a draw play with Drake.
3rd and 1.
Chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th and 2.
Is he going to take away that quick slant?
Murray
Nope, he didn't. Oh, but he missed it.
Fitzgerald
he came back
bringing
across.
it in over the middle.
Man,
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Edmonds.
Man,
Yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray.
No way! Ooh, boy, I almost ate myself right there. On me, though. Almost ate the out of myself.
That might be.
I'm talking like real serious.
Quickly, and upports the incompletion.
That's close.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down.
Run, fool!
Man, they gave him all time.
Oh, my God. He bouncing back and forth. And the effort didn't even run. He's doing this back like, man, glitching them. My boy ain't doing nothing.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Good God Almighty, bro. I ain't even joking, bro. I'm not joking, bro. He bouncing back and forth. Oh, this is crap. This is crap.
Man, 3 minutes and 58 seconds, man.
I'm talking about Kyler Murray Muffin. He didn't even want to take off, bro. He just dancing.
They got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post. And this
I
thing could
feel
be
on the
over.
run, Mike.
Looking
And
for
he
an
ain't busting out
opening,
like
not
he
much
did
there.
yesterday.
He'll get it to the 39.
Mr. Kirk, too.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll
Just
set up
looked
a
by my
2nd
little
and
baby.
7.
Yeah, Mr. Kirk, I'm coming to you too, sir.
Man, Kirk ain't got nothing to do with this.
Brady.
Come here, come
That's
here.
caught by
Come
Howard.
here, come here.
And
There
he's
you
gonna
go.
be out of bounds right
Man, my man
Good
says
shot,
he
man.
owed me, baby.
there. 1st down.
We
Good
NFC
shot.
South, man. Just take that L and just hold it.
That's
You
ugly,
ain't got to
man.
be
He
baby
joins a growing band of players that's
Well,
putting that stereotype right on the team.
No, Mr. Kirk. No, you got everything to do with it. I owe you from earlier. Might start playing with the Cardinals, though. They nice. They nice, though. I ain't gonna lie, they nice.
They'll
That
run
defense,
it
man.
back.
Come here for it, Nick.
And he'll get this down only to
Go
about
back,
the
man. He just
46.
try to run down.
A gain of 3,
Yes,
2nd
sir.
down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you
What
kind
is
of
that?
find out who's a tough guy, right?
Man, I ain't
Who
gonna lie,
can
this
stand
dude
up
is-
and make a
Huh?
play. It was only a 3-yard run.
Okay.
Both sides, they
I
had to
got
walk
you there,
away
that.
from that feeling like, okay,
Ooh.
I can stand up.
Man, he
Going that
just
round.
uncovered.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals.
All
man.
them boys in that shit,
Gotta
man.
be
They got
sneaky,
O.J.
bruh.
Howard, they got
Yards and the
Gronk,
sticks move.
they
Gotta
got
be sneaky,
Jones,
man.
Fournette,
On the
Bird.
run, it's Fournette.
Jack
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard
bro.
gain,
We on YouTube, bro. You can't put disaster
Well,
beats
Mark,
on
I know
there.
this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game
Bro,
goes on.
you can't
I
put
just
disaster
tell you
beat
from
on there, bro.
experience, the first
We on
few
live.
quarters,
We playing
you're
Madden.
eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
I said we doing beats. We
You're
ain't
coming
playing
up and
something
thinking
else.
about it.
And D-line wearing down.
Grab him, coach, grab
It's
him.
not a guy they want to see consistently. And brought
right,
down
it's
the
gonna get
number
tight
3,
here.
get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain
Yeah,
of
there we go.
16 to set him up 1st
Come on
and goal.
now.
1st
Come on
and
now.
goal at
Come
the
on, sir.
7-yard line.
Man. Come on, little baby. You on the 7. I know what you're doing. I'm gonna hit you
Now
with
the
it,
Cards
man.
going to call
Let me
another
help you out.
timeout, their 2nd.
Good job, Brandon.
As they'll get
Mike,
with just
Mike,
under
Mike,
90
Mike,
seconds
Mike.
remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
What, baby?
They'll try and run for
Come here, boy.
Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the
Wait a
5
minute.
to
Charge.
6. It's a gain of a couple,
Charge.
and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Now. Stop playing.
Hold that last time out for the
Come on, Mr. Wash. Okay. Come on, bro.
The Cardinals forced to burn
You
their
had to
third
say
and
that
final
last time out the
Time
ice.
out.
As they
That's
get the
game
stoppage
now.
with a
I
little
would take a
over
knee.
50 seconds left to go in the
I wouldn't even
game.
run a play now.
And you beating him?
He playing as wrong.
Mr. Michael
They
trying to
come
play
up here with
small.
another shot from the 6-yard line.
That's what I would do.
It's
I would
2nd
take a
and
knee.
goal now.
Because you can't ice me now.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Wow, that was big. That last time out was everything. All right, let's go. Let's go. My bad.
3rd and goal.
This is a big play.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. But they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down. And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
I haven't seen crazier things. He might miss this. I ain't wishing him bad on
now is Ryan Sutton. Try. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win.
Yeah, he got this. He's too close. Oh my God! No, boy.
And
Good game, bro.
1 second left. It might be a big return.
Time on that sideline as they have taken
1 second left.
Mike, you know you was over there sweating and proving this shit out on Chris. You just close, my boy.
It's pressure situation. There's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed.
Hello,
it's so nice to have someone you
can
rely on, someone who you know has done it before.
Man, Kyler Murray must be my boy.
Hey, tell Mike, come on, man.
Daniels on the return.
Good game, bro. Good game.
All right.
Go tell him.
So now we got Mike.
Good game, Mike.
This game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to
I ain't trying to hit that, my bad.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly
Man, good game, good game. So I'm gonna move on to.
Stop, bro.
I think Keith's finna get on now.
Yeah, I heard you, bro.
Hey, what's the results from Brian and Lil Gary, man?
I feel you.
Broadcast.
Yeah. What?
First and 10. Timeout will be taken by D-Carp. How much time do you think Fancy spent in the lab in the last week working on sort of punt, late game, clock management? Is that lapped up?
No, that was rough. It really was rough, but you got to give Fancy credit because that is not an easy thing to bounce back from mentally, and he did, and he was able to pull that game out. And you see Fancy on offense first here in that Las Vegas Raiders playbook, and his player to watch, very important here. Most guys going Rich Gannon the majority of the tournament. He switched to Deshaun Watson in this last week, one of only 2 guys in the tournament that's going to use him. So we'll see if maybe he has a little bit more mobility, but he does have that gunslinger. Should air it out pretty much every week.
I know my guy out there. Commentating legend, this nice throw left side, that's Darren Waller.
And then we got
I know my guy with Scott Cole would want me to refer to Deshaun Watson as former national champion Clemson Tiger. Deshaun Watson at the helm. Possibly soon to be former Houston Texan. We'll see what happens. Shout out to Cowboys Nation, Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys Nation, join us in wishing Fancy good luck tonight in the Final 8 of the Madden Club Champions. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. On there, man. Fancy taking a shot over the top. That's a dangerous throw. Oh, it's caught. It's caught. Randy Moss making people look absolutely silly out there.
Randy Dandy Moss. Oh my goodness, you see Fancy with the smirk. He takes a shot, and I'm talking about a shot down the field early, and it pays off in double coverage. Randy Moss comes up with the spectacular catch.
I feel like the Cowboys tweet right there fueled Fancy to a touchdown. I feel like that was the mojo he needed. What a way to kick off this game.
What a start. D-Croft gonna be sick about that. I mean, that probably should have been a pick. Went right through his defender's hands, and it ends up in Randy Moss's.
Let's take a look at our Snickers replay. It's our dot replay. TD, I don't know if it was a dot, but it certainly was impressive.
Hey, if you're going to throw in double coverage to anyone, it better be Randy Moss. You see Fancy, he was like, he couldn't even believe it. And then he hits him with the little smirk at the end.
All right, man.
Every time Fancy makes a play like that, I've seen it happen. Not a lot. He doesn't throw to double coverage, doesn't get those plays a lot. But every time he does, the first thing he always says is, oh my God, that was so bad. How did that happen? What just happened? And then you see just a little smile. It's a little love.
It really is kind of opposite styles when it comes to these guys' demeanors. You see Fancy, you know.
Hey, what we need, Desmond,
you know, he's got
we
kind
got
of
to still
that
play the
loose,
final from last night.
Can't believe he does some stuff. And then D.
Go
Crawford,
in
his
his lab,
eyebrows
bro.
crunched in. He's always
Go in his
intense,
lab.
always showing
Yeah,
fired
he's
up
on.
passion.
He's back
And
on
then you
the
got
lab.
D. Crawford now in this New England Patriots offensive playbook. He's one of the best when it comes to that playbook.
See, as these guys get their depth chart set up correctly. Ty, we always mention it. Try to mention at least once a show. This is the most important part of the game for these players. Getting their lineup set correctly, getting their players in the right position.
Go back in the line.
No doubt about those rosters. That personnel is so important.
All right, here we go.
He's sticking to that Rich Gannon. You know, in the breakdown I did before the game, you saw Rich Gannon with his pocket presence. He needs these abilities like Hot Route Master, Gunslinger, and Quick Draw to be able to fire it in there when he does move around the pocket and try to go deep to Randy Moss.
Is Quick Draw an ability we've seen a lot of here in the MCS?
We saw it a little bit more early in the year, but sporadically a couple guys do add it in with their abilities.
If I remember correctly, Ty, you can correct me if I'm wrong. As Sanders will pick up a couple. Quick Draw, it's a quicker throwing, a quicker release, especially to try to avoid some of those throw out of sack penalties.
Yeah, it's right when it's about when you're about to get sacked or about to get hit in the pocket, you can get the pass off quicker. We really saw the beginning of the year. We had a lot with Mike Vick. Beginning of the year, kind of died down a little bit, but D-Croft going back to it, you might as well. If you're a passer and you got Rich Gannon and you want to throw every play, you might as well stack those abilities at the quarterback position.
Gannon 2nd and 8 for D-Croft to throw this one away. Of course, what a Seahawks club final he had last year against Kiv, coming down to overtime. This year, a little different. It was the defense for D-Croft against Kiv in that final, and what he was able to do against 49 or even against Pink.
All right, we're going to the next game. Thank y'all for hanging in, man. We're getting this tournament going. If y'all a real Madden player and want to get in, man, we're just having some fun doing what we do, man. Going hard.
Titans.
Hey, it's game time right now.
Taking about
Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm down though, bro.
where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And it's not me playing with the Saints. It's somebody else playing with the Saints. Mike. All right, we in here, man.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
For the first round, moving on to the second round. So right now, for the second round, we got Brian versus Jermaine. That's
now Tannehill.
Green Bay versus
they set up the screen for Henry.
And then the winner of this game
able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play. This is Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's Nothing but room to run.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's third.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he finds Kirk. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
The 49-yard line.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete,
no gain,
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 31-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
All right, man, a good battle the first one.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Left side here to Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
be moving on to the semifinals.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Oh, boy, you ain't going to
take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Breeze able to hook up with Jared Cook. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On first down, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the Saints' 8-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But now it's third and goal.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Now Tannehill hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
We mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run here. It's and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that leads to a New Orleans 1st down. Breeze going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. This ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that's caught by Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
To Jonnu Smith.
Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
And the Titans first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tennessee.
From 17 yards out. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up
on second and 12. Breeze. And the Titan defense steps up here and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Back at the 15-yard line.
On third and long, it's Breeze. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Second and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Gun, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
He's trying to get
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Breeze finding Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You say that dude was fast. Man, he was slow running back out of the field.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That'll be complete to Kirk. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
And 1.
Breeze going to go on fourth down. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that fourth down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. They will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll give Henry another shot. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.